Yeah, we'll look back at you then. All right, thanks for being here. We wanted to provide a brief update of investigation we are conducting into the death of the 16-year-old male from early morning hours of Monday at approximately between 2 and 2:30 a.m. We had two groups of individuals arrive at a park here in Lindon, Lindon Park View or the Murdoch Trailhead. The two groups met and there was an altercation. During the course of that altercation, the 16-year-old male sustained traumatic injuries that resulted in his death. From that point, investigations ensued around the suspicious circumstances of the death, and today an arrest of a 16-year-old male has been made that was involved with the altercation. The investigation is still active. We're still searching for other individuals involved, and the investigation proceeds at that point. At this point, I can't provide details surrounding the mechanism of injury or the reason for the meeting between the two groups due to the pending investigation. From a community here in Lindon, small community, and our police department, the community is rallied around in helping gather information through the neighborhoods around this area. Lindon is not known for violent crime. The victim and subjects in this case involved are not from Lindon. They're from outside of Lindon. Our hearts, obviously from our police department, our city, go out to the family of this young man who is deceased because of this altercation that's currently being investigated. At this point, I'm not going to release many more details related to the circumstances because it is an active investigation, but I will, if you have specific questions, I'll either decline or I'll answer a couple.
Did the people from these two groups, did they come from like Salt Lake, or was it local Utah County? Can you give us just kind of a general?
From the information we have, it's local.
Roughly, I mean, do you know how many people you're looking at when you compile the two groups?
At this point, I'm not going to further give information related to how many people are involved.
Were there any physical weapons used? Were the firearms?
No weapons that we are aware of. The injury is consistent with what we have. No weapons known at this point. There is no danger to the community. This was between the two groups, so we have no concern about public safety related to this incident.
So this was not gang-related?
I cannot, at this point in the investigation, I can't confirm or deny that there was any involvement that way.
Are you seeking some help from an outside agency that would specialize in groups and such?
Yeah, we do have, being in Utah County with our relationships with other entities, our major crimes unit, we've had several entities reach out, and we've asked for some resources and assistance. So we are, all aspects of this investigation are being covered with every available resource we had. And on that note, yeah, we've been fortunate to have a good outpouring of support from not only community, but law enforcement as well.
Have you had any problems at that park before? Any incidents that you may have?
No, this area of town is pretty safe. No major incidences in this area. It's pretty, you have your standard mischief, criminal mischief things, but nothing substantial, no violent type crime.
Yeah, we were in the neighborhood. Obviously, it's a parking area towards the end of a dead end that leads to that trailhead. Did you notice some cameras though? I mean, are they going to help you in this situation?
In this investigation, obviously there was some footage that we were able to obtain, and again, based on the investigation, I'm not going to disclose what was on there or if there is any at this point from that location.
Yes. I've been having some issues technically. Could you please restate the first part of what happened?
Yeah, you bet. So early Monday morning at approximately 2 a.m., between 2 a.m. and 2:30 a.m., two groups of individuals met at the Lindon Park View or Murdoch Trailhead Park here in Lindon City. The two groups met, and there was an altercation that occurred during the course of that meeting. And as a result of that altercation, a 16-year-old male sustained injuries that cost him his life. And today we have made an arrest of another 16-year-old that was involved in this tragedy, this incident. As a result of the group's meeting, a young man lost his life. And there's people responsible for those actions. And we are actively engaged in resolving this for the victim.
So the suspect taken to juvenile, do you know what charges they were booked on?
I can't comment on pending charges at this point. It's still a process to work through.
Yeah, obviously there's groups. You anticipate more folks being involved and potentially taken into custody? We
anticipate further interviews and potential charges of other individuals.
Thank you. Just quickly, how were you alerted of this? Was this a neighbor who called? Was this, did somebody in the group call? I mean, do you know the initial part of that?
Someone within one of the groups was able to make contact with another family member who alerted law enforcement and medical.
Anything else, Peter?
No, I think at that point, obviously the sensitivity of this investigation, when more becomes available, we'll send some stuff out that's appropriate.